What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today I've got some more crazy entitled parent stories to show you. But just quickly guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but I upload videos every single day about Reddit here on my channel. So if you are new, make sure you are subscribed. Oh, and turn on notifications as well if you never want to miss a video. Okay, with that being said, let's get into today's first story. Entitled Dad picks up shark and ruins day for everyone. Hi, I work at an aquarium as an educator and I see a lot of rubbish. On this particular day, it wasn't too busy, but we are still dealing with COVID, so a lot of things are closed at my aquarium. We are working on opening everything, but it's hard. I was working the shark touch station. Now, these particular sharks are nocturnal in the wild and tend to take naps during the day. Side note, if you don't know, not all sharks have to swim to breathe. These sharks don't have to, so they're typically laying on the bottom of their tank for their naps. I like to explain that when people come up and see they're not moving. Yeah, I didn't actually know that. On this particular day, we were kinda busy and the sharks were having their afternoon nap. A family came up and noted the sharks weren't moving. Yeah, so they are asleep and that's totally normal, but if you have long enough arms, you can try to touch them. But keep in mind the water is cold and they're at the bottom of the tank. The dad nods and reaches into the tank, poking the shark hard enough to wake it up and thus making it move to the other side of the tank. He looks at me, irritated. Now what? Well, you can wait for them to wake up and come to you, or you can move to this section. It's a bit deeper, but there are a lot of sharks there to touch. He rolled his eyes and moved his family. At the new section, it was too deep for the kids to reach and they were starting to throw a fit. When this happens, I like to offer them other things they can do, or other animals up ahead, and always say they can come back to see if the sharks have moved. This guy was not having it. He started throwing a fit, saying it was unfair that the sharks were asleep while people were wanting to touch them. I explained the normal stuff I say when people get upset, which only upset him more. He then proceeded to reach down, grab a shark by the tail and lift it out of the water. I was bewildered. I see people push the sharks and try and move them on a normal basis, but no one removes them from the water until today. I didn't know how to react. They don't train you for this. Sir, please put the shark down. They need to live in the water. My kids will touch this shark. I panic. Sharks and other animals can die from stress, and this shark was not having a great time. I quickly call my lead, and as he's rounding the corner, the man drops the shark, causing the other sharks to wake up and become agitated. The entitled dad takes off to the next exhibit with my lead not far behind. I call the animal care team and essentially close down the touch station until I get the okay to open it. It didn't open the rest of the day, which caused a lot of angry parents for the rest of the day, but that's for another day. I think my lead caught the entitled dad and kicked him out, but not without him demanding a refund for the lack of things open and the lack of fun they had. I don't know if he got it, he probably did. We're known for handing out refunds for the dumbest things. I was too busy focusing on the animals. The shark and the other sharks ended up being fine and we were able to open the station the next day. So my note to everyone, please do not pick up the sharks at your local aquarium. Thanks. Updates. I got in contact with the lead for that day and asked him what the consequences were. He said we hold a 2-strike policy and gave him a warning. He came in the next day, got into an argument about the mask policy with the executive manager of the aquarium, spat on the floor and was then escorted out by police, more than likely charged and put on the ban list. And we did not give him a refund that day. Wow, is all I can say after that story. What a guy. What a guy. Do you know what I reckon should happen to this guy, guys? I reckon he should be cut up and tossed to the sharks as, you know, some sort of karma. It's only fair, right? Drop a like on this video if you agree with me there. A little bit harsh perhaps, but hey, let's try and get 10,000 people liking / agreeing with that petition, and then I'll try and make it happen somehow. I'm not quite sure about that. I haven't worked out the logistics yet, but leave me to it. I'll have a plan. Imagine working at an aquarium and having to say to someone, please don't pick up a shark in an aquarium. Like, how does that even, how can that ever come to existence? Imagine having to teach someone, you know, you're not actually meant to pick up the sharks in the water. It might be bad for them. They could die. These people should not be let out in the wild, I promise you. It's so weird. So just to sum up, by this dad doing this, he's not only ruined his day and his kid's day, he's ruined your day, and he's also ruined every other visitor who wanted to come and see the sharks' day. Because of course, as you said, the petting is now closed. You can no longer go and touch the sharks because of what this guy did. What an idiot. Why do you have to do this stuff? It's ridiculous. Now moving on to our next story. You don't feed your dog vegan? Let's start at the local PetSmart. Is it PetSmart or PetSmart? Oh my god, I never even thought about that. Which one is it, guys? Comment down below. I actually don't know. Anyway, I was looking for the weight loss food to help with my dog Ash's rounder body. He is a little overweight. I've actually got a little picture of Ash here as well. A lovely dog. I'm not sure what breed, but looks like a nice old doggo. I bought it and started to walk home to exercise myself and Ash. On the way, we started to get tired and Ash was getting dehydrated, so we stopped for a break of water when we are joined by Karen and her child, who, now looking back, looked like she was bracing for the explosion Karen was going to create. After giving Ash some water, I picked up my bag of dog food and started walking home again, when Karen starts to walk beside me and reads the dog food. Now guys, this entitled Karen was vegan. You feed your dog meat? You do know that meat is bad for dogs, right? Everyone and everything should be vegan. That is just how the world works, sweetie. No, dogs naturally eat meat. Why do you think they have such sharp teeth? Oh, that is just how they cut plants. You should take better care of your dog. Do you have a dog? Oh lord no, I hate dogs. And they are too much work. Then don't tell me how to take care of my dog if you don't have one. I tried to walk away, but Karen's daughter tried to cut us off on the sidewalk, which was next to a busy road, so going on the road wasn't an option. Karen pushes past me and unleashes Ash. Let's see him go hunt then. He won't last 5 days out there. Yeah, duh, because there are coyotes and hawks around that would eat him. I turn around back to Ash, who is sitting down, probably wondering what is happening. Karen's daughter then says, "What is happening, mummy? You said that when the puppy," Ash is small but he is not young, "runs, we will catch him and take him." At that point, I'd heard enough. I pulled out a treat, showed it to Ash, and put it back in my pocket. They didn't see, but now Ash is aware that there is a treat in my pocket, which causes him to bark. I realized that Karen might take advantage of Ash barking at me, saying something like he hates me. So I put the treat in Karen's hoodie's hood, and Ash barks up a storm and starts jumping on her. It's been a while since he's eaten this morning. He might try to eat you. Karen and her daughter promptly run off, screaming curses and stuff. Moral of the story, dogs can start and end fights. The food, by the way, was weight loss with real chicken, rice, fresh veggies, and I poured a little bit of beef broth on it at home. As of writing this, Ash is now at a healthy weight. Oh, well, that is great to hear. Yeah, overall, another weird story. I'm not gonna lie, I've never owned a dog, but I was under the impression, as OP says, that dogs are natural meat eaters. Well, not under the impression, they just are. And I think if you're not gonna give your dog meat to eat regularly, it's kind of unfair on your dog. You know, that is what it probably needs day in, day out. But look, I'm not in the best position to talk about this. You guys that own dogs, let me know down below if any of you don't feed your dogs meat regularly, and I want to hear, you know, why. You maybe have some good reasons. I don't know. For me, it just seems a little bit unfair. Like, I get that Karen would want to be vegan herself. That's absolutely fine. There are loads of arguments and reasons as to why someone would want to go vegan. It makes complete sense to me anyway. But then when you impose that on your dog, potentially unfairly, you know, with their diet and stuff, I'm not completely sure how it works. As I say, yeah, it seems a little bit unfair to me. Now moving on to our final story. This just happened 30 minutes ago. I've never been so disgusted, enraged, and ashamed to be alive in my life. I'm at my local grocery store getting things for breakfast and dinner. I walk over to the deli department for some sliced cheese. As I'm grabbing my bag of cheese, I see it. An entitled mum is putting a package of cheese back. Now, this wouldn't be a big deal if she had not taken slices out to feed her offspring. Seriously, this woman, who was not wearing gloves, helped herself to some pre-sliced, pre-weighed cheese, sealed the package back up, and left it for some unsuspecting person. This would be infuriating even in a non-COVID-19 period. But given what is happening now with how contagious this thing is, she's a POS. Yes, I promptly let the deli employees know, and they pulled every package of cheese that wasn't sealed with a sticker over the zipper, because there was no way to pinpoint which one this vile woman touched. I also let the CDH know so she could look for them and review the cameras. I didn't stick around to see what happened, but check your cheese packages, people. Oh man, it doesn't get more disgusting than this, especially in the current times. I mean, that is just so inconsiderate, ignorant, and just all around horrible. Disgusting, really. Like, why would anyone ever think that's an okay thing to do? It's so disgusting, and it could potentially cause people to die from this pandemic that we're suffering through right now. yeah, Karen, just not the best thing to have done. I hope you understand your mistake, or at least someone catches up with you and shows you the footage and says to you, yeah, this is actually illegal and we're going to fine you. Sorry. Anyway, guys, that is going to do it for this episode of Entitled Parents. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you did and you want more immediately, check out another video on screen right away. And on the other side of my face is the subscribe button. If you aren't subscribed to my channel, firstly, what are you doing? Secondly, hit the button, it's free, and you get notified if you turn the notification bell on as well of all my videos each and every day that I upload right here on my channel. So, hey, why not do it?